Hey YouTube, it's Nikki, and I'm back home in this wonderful apartment of mine with my cats and my dog, and in a new place for my iMac. I'm in the dining room slash office, I guess. With Dally living with me, and with us on different schedules, I put the computer out here so I can be on it later at night instead of keeping her up in the bedroom. So, I am 45 days today in recovery. I guess that's what you want to call it. Weird noises over there. We're having a thunderstorm right now. I am 45 days out of surgery, and just want to talk a little bit about it. So last week, after I came back on Saturday, a week ago, I went to SEC Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm a New Yorker, so I've been born and bred to want everything now. I want it now, 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 now. And to me, my swelling on my labia wasn't going down fast enough, so I started to freak out. One of the SRS surgeons last year made friends with me, and we connected last year. I had dinner and a drink with a couple other people. This year I was sitting at a table in the bar. He came over, sat down with me and my therapist, a couple other people, bought me drinks again, and got into a conversation. His question was, why didn't you come to me? For me, I just wanted the other surgeon. And along the way, he asked me to see a picture of what the doctor had done, and he mocked it. So it put me into a really bad place because I was already feeling that way. Well, subsequently, I wound up with not my surgeon, but with one of the other doctors that was caring for me in the hospital on Saturday night at the ball. And he took a look, and everything is perfect, exactly where it's supposed to be right now. And I'm happy because I did not write down everything I was supposed to do after surgery. If you're going to have SRS, write everything down. I wasn't douching correctly or frequently enough. I wasn't irrigating, which is the outside, not the inside, at all. And I was using the vaginal estrogen cream incorrectly. All that stuff, Sunday, Monday, 2 days later, I'm just doing a couple of things that he said. Everything is great. I'm happy. So, what I thought was going to be a problem is actually not, and everything is cool. So, Allie and I Sarah and I went to SEC Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I wasn't registered for any of the events, the event at all. We just went socially, which leads me to this. I had a great time at SEC last year. I met Sarah. I got to see a couple of seminars. I had a consultation with Dr. Zukowski, which we'll talk about after this. Oh no, I got a lot out of it. This year, it was a social ball, but when I leave, I had a lot of fun, but there was a little take back. So, Sarah and I were talking today on Skype, wondering, what do we do in the future? I mean, by next SEC, by BL, she'll be transitioned. She'll have post-op. And what's our take back if we're not going to participate? And what we're deciding is that we're going to participate either way because we met each other, and it would be bad to take ourselves out of that and not meet anybody else ever again or be there to help other people make decisions. We will not discuss this at all. Just say bad curling iron, that's it. Well, I am just beside myself that I didn't sign up, because there were so many people there that I met that I know I would have connected with more people. So, this year's SCC was just a social gathering for me, sitting down, getting to meet people, and getting to meet some of my viewers. Stephanie, Chrissy, Giorgio, and you could all thank Giorgio for my new profile picture on Facebook. He took it of me, I think the first night. I was dead tired, almost falling asleep on one of the couches in the lobby of the hotel. And Charlotte, who does her own video. And there's so many others, and I'm sorry I don't remember. I will just use my surgery and say I still have a little bit of lightheadedness, forgetfulness. It's the estrogen. But I could say that, all in all, I had a lot to take back from it. So I want to talk about surgeons a little bit. And the first thing I'm going to say is we already talked about SRS surgeons. And I said, you know what? Anybody could tell you how great their surgeon is. And the best surgeon is going to be the one that you connect with. It's going to be your connection with him or her. And when you finally make that decision, and there's no doubt in your mind, you have the best surgeon, period. They're all going to give you a sensation. They're all going to give you what you're looking for. And maybe aesthetically there are some differences, but that's about it. So it's different with FFS because it's all aesthetics. And you're looking at, hopefully, tens or hundreds of patients to try to figure out which one you want. And I'm not going to go through all the ones that I looked at. All I'm going to say is that I settled down to two, because in my opinion, Dr. Joel Beck and Dr. Mark Zukowski, who I like, and we're going to go into that, they work with what's there and feminize it. Where in my opinion, the other doctors take what's there and replace it with what they think should be there. Now, I'm not going to say it's absolute with every surgeon. I'm just going to say what the surgeons I compared to and with the models I saw. So, last year, I just stumbled into Dr. Zukowski's conference and got a consultation with him because I had a girl that I met there last year and had a brief romantic encounter with, convinced me to go and talk to him. And I can thank her to this day because I made a good friend in Dr. Zukowski also. I mean, I've talked to him quite often, quite a lot in the past year. Saw him at SEC and BL and saw him twice in Chicago. But as far as I see with his patients, he has an eye for looking at the face and taking what's there and making it feminine. And making it so it's not so drastic a difference. You know what I mean? So you still have your identity. You don't look in the mirror and say, oh my God, who are you? You look in the mirror and say, oh wow, I'm pretty. So I like Mark. Mark is a salesperson, so he tries to sell you. And I am a salesperson and I pick up on this. So I guided Mark and Mark guided me and we came up with a plan. So I have a connection with him. Oh, by the way, this is Sophie, and she's in heat. She needs to be fixed. Donate to the Fix Sophie Fund if you want. She's my daughter's, not mine. So I'm not saying I'm not going to go with Dr. Zukowski. I'm not saying I am. I'm just going to say he's choice A. This year, just by chance, I got wooed into talking to Dr. Joel Beck. Well, I like Dr. Beck's work, and I've seen it on I've seen some internet pictures and know of one or two of Beck's patients. And after looking through his book and looking through the pictures online and looking through, at the people I know, he does the same thing. He looks at the face and brings out the inner beauty, the feminization of that face. Well, here's the problem. I have this relationship with Dr. Zukowski, and I like him. And Dr. Beck pretty much connected with me immediately. And when I had my consultation with him, he was like, shh, just let me look. And he did everything, and he was writing down and showing me things and talking to me and spent a good half hour with me. His plan was exactly what I wanted. He connected with me in a different way. And I don't have a lot of examples of his work. So if you are a Dr. Beck patient, please tell me. If you know one, just send me a picture so I can make up my mind a little bit better. But right now I'm confused. And this is going to happen to you. And you're going to have to find a way through it. I'm confused because I like Dr. Zukowski and I like his work. And I've talked to him so much, I kind of feel like I owe it to him to go to him. But in talking to Dr. Beck, I've made this connection like I made with Dr. Schechter that this man knows me, knows what I want out of the surgery. So I'm confused. Thank God I have until April to make that decision. And these are just some of the things I'm trying to bring to light. That it's not just a, oh, I'm going to have the surgery, you go out and get it done. And I never will tell you to take anybody's opinion. You need to go and talk to these people yourself. And Charlotte, I know I told you not to go to that person, but if you go to that person for your surgery, he's the right person. What I'm telling you is don't just talk to one or two. Don't just look at one or two. Look at the full basket of surgeons that are available to do the procedures that you're going to do, because you never know when you're going to meet the one that's right for you. All right, I run out of energy so fast. It's amazing. 11 minutes and I already can go to sleep. YouTube, I want to talk forever, but I'm not going to. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me. I don't know how you do it every week, because when I go back and look at them, sometimes they give me they cure my insomnia. But, you know, knowing that I've met some of you now, Stephanie, Chrissy, Georgia, Charlotte, and others, and if you're in the others category, please forgive me for not remembering. You make it worth it, and I hope I make it worth it for you. So I'm going to go now, and I'll talk to you in a few days, all right? So, thank you very much. Bye.